Hey everyone, it's Kaya Celine. I'm Hopeless and Fluffy. Here we do food, fashion, and lifestyle. You can find a little bit more on my blog, HopelessAndFluffy.com. I'm posting on Tuesdays. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we're just going to go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, I just got back in from rowing in the rain. It was fun, but now it's chilly. So I'm going to make some kimchi tofu stew or soup, whatever. And then after that, I think I'm going to do the tofu donut ball recipe that I have. Wrote it right here. It's in grams. We're in the States, so that's annoying. I do have a scale, so I could do that, but I don't want to because it's kind of an extra step. So right now I'm just watching YouTube. I got my tea. Gonna make soup. And voila! I have to make more tea. Hello, I am Hey guys, so I am just boiling some chickpeas so I can make hummus, and I'm debating whether I want to make tuna fish salad tonight because I got this tuna, but I don't have yellow mustard. I have Dijon, I have stone ground, and I have honey, but not yellow. So probably it's Dijon if I have enough of it. But I could use the stone ground because, I mean, stone ground is pretty much yellow mustard, but it's like grittier. Although that'll probably actually complement it really well. I'm going to do the stone ground. Thank you. You guys, I did not know. Relish has high fructose corn syrup in it. I did not know that. Can you see it? This one is, this is expired. I'm not going to eat this, but although, I mean, like it's a, can you tell? Just look at the difference. This expired in 2014. If you're new here, this is my grandparents' house. So yeah, it was really hard to read it, but there we go. January 28th, 2014. Yeah, she died in 2012, so that's why. And yeah, just the 4,200 meter race. 4th out of 7 boats. Again, beat last year's mixed record by a literal 1 second. We were 1943. Heading to the brewery now. Alright, so I'm out of Lowe's. Got my sandpaper and my safety glasses. Thought about getting a little shovel for like a gardening tool, but at the moment I'm like, I'll still use a can right now because I'm not doing a lot of it. Although at some point I just need to get it. But they have some Christmas decorations out. Like they've got Halloween stuff in the front, but there's Christmas stuff there. And you know, it's a little bittersweet because this is the first Christmas in my grandparents' house without my grandparents, but also living in a house. And they don't have the tree anymore. Because I know my parents, theirs one's molded when there was a flood in the basement, but this one, I think this one ended up molding at some point too. Something happened to this tree. Some of it, my mom brought the decorations to our house when we were decorating one year. So the decorations are at my mom's house, but I don't have a tree. I'm not going to get a tree this year. I'm probably not going to really do much of anything this year. I'll probably just cry. Sounds sad, but like it's fine. I'm probably just going to cry. But they had some, you know, they had the reusable trees in there, which is what I will eventually get because I do enjoy Christmas. I'll start celebrating again at some point. So, you know, it's about, what was it, $400 or $500 for a tree? A reusable tree with some lights on it. The ones with snow on them, there's too much snow. But I want one with lights on it. Yeah, it might be nice, like, one year, maybe put, like, one of those little light-up reindeers out in the front, because those are cute. But just one. Honestly, if the HOA doesn't say anything, I might just leave it there. It's a yard decoration. I just won't have it lit up. And I stopped in Aldi. I've only been in Aldi one other time. I like the other Aldi I stopped in better, I think. But I'm a bougie store girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I stopped in, there's a thrift store down here because I need some dark wash jeans. I have some really nice jeans I got from Madewell, but I didn't get any dark wash. They didn't really have dark wash ones when I was there. This was like a couple years ago, but like it was warm out. And I actually need to get them altered, at least one pair for sure. And when I was told, I was like, oh, you can just bring the receipt back and we'll alter them, because it was during the pandemic when they stopped. And I went back in one day and the girl, she's like, oh, no, we don't do that. And I was like, that's what I was told. And it was by a manager. And she's like, oh, okay, well then, you can do that. But now I don't know if I have the receipt. I at least have an email of it, but, gotta go back and find it. I know I had a printed one, but alas, we shall see. So yeah, I'm gonna finish up my bubble tea. Kind of want another one because I'm like that. I should have just got 2 at once. Although this one, this one is too big to sit in the regular cups. But the only other bubble tea, it's not it's a standalone one, but it's inside somewhere. I actually do need to go back there. But I'm out. It would be smart to just go ahead and get it. Oh, and I have a premiere this weekend, but then a friend's memorial is that same day, and the times don't really line up that well, so either I'm going to miss one or leave or be late to one, because they're like an hour and a half apart from each other, and they start like in the middle of each other. So I'm just gonna row first, because then I have another race the day after. What a lovely weekend. Yeah, go back to my parents' house because I left some long sleeve stuff. Winter shall be coming with a vengeance this year, maybe. Oh, really? It was just from the hurricane, but I need more sweatpants. Is actually what I need. I need dark wash jeans and sweatpants, and I need more yellow. Just the color yellow. It makes me feel happy. I think I'm gonna get French fries and go home. Five Guys fries and go home, and then we'll see what I make to eat, and we'll go ahead and take more inventory and do some more writing on my chalkboard list, because I'm just writing it on there slowly, bit by bit, for what I know I need and have in my house at all times. As I'm in such awe of my countertops. I'm cleaning the kitchen, clearly. They're so pretty. I'm watching Practical Magic. But yes, gorgeous. Hey guys, I'm getting ready to head to premiere. I'm dressed kind of like I'm in Greece. That's just how it happened. I'm gonna check the temperature. It's kind of warm, but yeah, I'll be okay without a jacket. I need to go get my sunglasses, and then I'm heading out. Is there anything? Actually, I need to costume before I go. Oh yes, I have this bag. I haven't worn this bag in a while with my Mocha No Charm. Hey guys, so I am heading to the premiere for The Ties That Bind. I'll leave a link down below so you can see about it. I ended up dressing like a character from Greece. Don't know why, but yeah, that's the vibe we're going for today, I guess. These are from Monica. No, not Monica. No, it's a completely different brand. But yeah, love these earrings. Finally really wearing them out. My carnelian. And I'm heading there a bit late. They knew I was going to be late. I told them because I was rowing earlier and I had to shower before going there. So unfortunately, I don't really have time to give you an actual, like, a nice outfit of the day. It'll probably be dark by the time we get back. So maybe I'll just show you later. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, so I stopped at Epic Food Hall because there's a big shop in there that has bubble teas, and I came to double check and see about theirs. They do use a powder for all of their milk teas, so I'm not even gonna ask to see the bag. I'm just, because I'm gonna stick with my nose because I felt it on my sinuses last time. So they do have like regular teas, but she was saying she wouldn't know the measurements and stuff to do one of the regular teas with milk. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave it because there are other bubble tea places I can go to. I just wasn't trying to drive around a lot and go out of my way, which is not necessarily out of my way. The closest one to me is a Kung Fu Tea, but the one near me is not the best. So yeah, but I still kind of want bubble tea. I have my Starbucks gift card, so I could do that. But I want bubbles. What to do now? Either drive a little further, not that far, and get the bubble tea, or go home without bubble. It's not like I need bubble tea. I just want bubble tea. I honestly don't even need sugar today because I didn't eat anything but fruit. And a Luna bar. But yeah. It's like I need to eat something anyway. Go home and eat. I also want French fries. French fries are my favorite. French fries and sushi are my favorite foods. Not necessarily together. Okay, let me figure out what I'm gonna do. Just got done with a 5K row. It was 25:46:84. Massive headwind. It sucked ass. So without the headwind, probably would have been a little less. But two of our rowers rowed the race prior, and we ended up having to switch out one rower because someone's kid is in the hospital. They're fine. Someone else's kid went too, but they're all fine. All the kids are fine. And now I'm gonna go get some Italian ice and meet everyone at the brewery. Hey, so I'm back in. I was out with some of my rowing ladies. We've got a few other ladies' nights planned. It's going to be really fun. Anyway, we were talking. One of the ladies she was mentioning, she was like, I'm so glad there was something you can actually eat. And I was thinking about food allergies because a lot of places, there's, room for cross-contamination anytime I eat out. And I was talking to, I'll leave her name down below on TikTok, but she has mast cell activation, which is pretty much, it's like antihistamine, like intolerance, like pretty much you're allergic to all types of food, and specifically things that are like high in histamines. You can look up like the actual definition of it, but she was going through like talking about different food allergies and stuff, and all the things that are like latex crosses. Apparently like coconut is very heavy, and because I have a coconut allergy and I never really thought about it too much, because I mean your allergies can get worse if you don't stop. So at some point I was like, I need to find a new dairy-free cheese that I like, because the Chow one that is my favorite has coconut oil and I can't eat a lot of it. But it got me thinking, because she did a different video, and I was like, pineapples literally sting and burn the shit out of my mouth, and I didn't even realize that maybe it was an allergy, because she was mentioning how anaphylaxis is not always as it's portrayed like on TV, and like sometimes doctors don't even take it seriously. Because always when I started saying I was allergic to pork, doctors always ask, they're like, oh, well, how do you feel? Like, what happens? Like, I'm allergic. Like, why do I necessarily have to explain to you as a doctor that this makes me feel bad and that's why I don't eat it? Like, if they're like, I know you have to tell doctors certain things for like medical reasons, but if I say I'm allergic to this and they go, oh, well, what happens to you? Why do you need to know what happens to me? Can't you just know that I'm allergic?
But it's not, it's the way that they ask. It's the context, the inflection in their voice, in the way that they ask. That's like, why do you need to ask? Not just that they're asking. But yeah, and I was like, oh, I probably should not do pineapple, since it literally feels like, obviously, like it, opens, the pores and whatever in the mouth, but it feels almost like I have cuts in my mouth and it's just stinging them when I eat pineapple, because I only like maybe 3 pieces, if that. And I was like, oh, that's probably an allergy. So yeah, and then my dumbass, I have this pineapple lychee hibiscus tea, and it's really good. But anytime, I have plenty left, but anytime I drink it, I automatically just start feeling sluggish. And I just made some and I drank it. I feel sluggish, and like my sinus, like I have phlegm. And can you hear there's rasp in my voice? I didn't have this a little bit ago until I finished that damn tea. And I was like, why do I not pay attention to certain things like that until, although like most things you don't really pay attention until like something happens. But I'm like, I've been allergic to several foods for so long, you would think that I would have more awareness. And yet I still don't, just because like no one's like, oh yeah, that burning in your mouth it's an acidic food, like that's normal. But it's like, no, it's actually probably not. But even like bananas, my mom's like, because I used to like, I wouldn't eat bananas because they would like just give me a migraine and like I wouldn't feel that great. And then apparently my great grandmother, whom I didn't know at the time, I didn't know her grandma because my mom's adopted. She had that issue with bananas too, and apparently she was like, you have to peel off the little vein, yeah, the vein that comes on bananas. When you're peeling, you have to peel that off, and then she's okay. And so I did that, and it helped. And so I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Like, I'm wondering, I didn't look up like what exactly that piece of the banana does specifically to it. But even like mangoes, like I love a mango, but the skin, because like islanders, they just eat the mango. But I can't do that, because even when I'm like skimming off the surface, if I skim too close and get the mango skin, it tastes toxic. And apparently it is. Like not in general, but apparently there's like a level of like toxicity. But I think that's more of, it has to do with like the ripeness of the fruit. But yeah. Pineapple allergy. That's funny. And apparently the TikTok that I was mentioning, she mentioned if you have a pineapple allergy, you might not pay attention to how you act with other citrus fruits. And I'm like, I don't have issues with other citrus fruits. I feel sleepy sometimes after eating certain citrus fruit, but like that's pretty much it, is sleepiness. But then again, should I be sleepy in the morning after eating that fruit? So I don't know. It's just a very interesting conversation, that of allergies. Guys, I figured it out how to do onigiri perfectly. It's a little low on that one side, but strip in the mold, then rice.
Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything you want to see from me in the future, and I'll see you next Tuesday.